Alright, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Alright, so today I'm eating some, I'm trying the ghost pepper nuggets from Burger King. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Even if you're new to the channel, even if you haven't subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you get notifications. The next time we post a video, leave us some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook, interact with us, because if you like to hear from me, I'm going to say grace and get started. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that we're about to receive for nourishment of our bodies and health. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. He tried to beat me to it. All right, so I got an Impossible Whopper. I got some jalapeno popper or jalapeno cheddar bites, the nuggets, the nuggets, as Gavin would say, and the onion rings, okay? I got onion rings instead of fries. All right. So, I'm gonna try these nuggets. I'm gonna try it without the without any sauce. They look like they kind of like overcooked. I got a little quick to it. They're good though. They kind of remind me of Wendy's nuggets. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. It seems like it got like some extra coating on there. I'm trying to make them extra crispy. It looked like it got like little flecks of something on there. Maybe that's the ghost pepper.
Is this for me or for you?
That's mine.
Oh. Make sure.
Subscribe to the channel, subscribe. You want onion rings? Peace out.
I've never had an onion ring. I'm sorry.
You don't want that? Okay.
My
little baby a little sick today. He had a runny nose. Like his nose is like gushing. Like every time he sneezed, like so much. I ain't never seen so much snot come out of a little child. No, I'm just saying. Come here. Because he just sneezed, and I'm sure his. Come here. Every time he sneezes, I mean, sometimes it'd be like little big old globs. Sorry if I'm grossing anybody out. I don't know. He ain't really had an appetite today. Yeah, could be so much excitement. The weather changing. Who knows? I don't know. He was around a lot of people. Luckily I did just give him a flu shot on Friday, but you know, a lot of his paternal family members, well, he, ain't a baby no more because they was showing up, okay, smoothing and everything. Which, I mean, it's cool to show love, but y'all know it's cold outside. What's it? There were people, I did think about wearing my mask. There were people who had masks on. And I wasn't mad at them at all. I should have wore mine. Especially being I was around people that I hadn't been around. And just for the last, 2-3 weeks, I feel like something always happens on the week that I'm supposed to go to work. Which, I mean, I honestly am not mad about, but I really had planned on, going to work or whatever. I'm gonna say, I mean, these ghost pepper nuggets are good. I don't know if it was supposed to. Again, this was another suggestion, and I didn't see any, promo for these, but they're not like overly like out of this world spicy. Not like some other ghost pepper stuff I've tasted, obviously. I don't even know I'm gonna eat this.
Can I try it?
Mm-hmm. I honestly haven't really been having an appetite my dang on, so I know I'm supposed to have a workout class tomorrow. I signed up for some workout classes at work. What? You're not getting none of my pop. Come here. If he gets some of my pop, and that's not happening. I'll be giving him a pop over there, but yeah, they weren't overly like spicy or anything. It just, I don't know. It just tastes like spicy nuggets. Hey. These onions did need to be cooked a little bit more though. I'm glad the one I went to, they was in better position this time. I think whenever the last time we ate Burger King, I went to that particular Burger King, and apparently the manager had just walked out. He had got mad and walked out, and maybe it was like, I guess maybe like 2 or 3 of them. There was a lady at the window who was also taking the orders, and then might have been 2 other people in the store, I think. And they didn't have a dining room open, which probably worked out in their favor. But it took a while for the food to get ready.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you. Did they give you like a discount or something?
What? What I gotta talk about today? I ain't doing nothing today. I mean, I worked, but and took care of the bugs, but I mean, literally been on nose duty all day, like propane. Whoa. Honestly, Bubby scared me last night because, so, he's like, it got a lot of drainage going down the back of his throat, and like, I don't know, homie, it was just really jacking him up. Like, he, was trying to breathe, and for the most part, he could breathe, but maybe whenever it just, like, a whole lot of it drained and, like, hit his throat, he like woke up several times last night, and it was just like, I don't even know if it was just the mucus or what, but he was just like woke up and was just, it seemed like he was just scared and like stopped breathing, like he was holding his breath, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and then he would just, let it go and just be cool. But it was just like he was like out of it, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know. Yeah, like really just, I don't know. It's weird. I don't think he wasn't. I'm sure he, or I'm pretty positive he like wasn't seasoned or anything like that. He just was started out his sleep, and then like the mucus just was really like giving him a run for his money, like when it would just drain down his throat and stuff like that. I've been feeling so bad when I can do for them when they sick. I had to like, tell them like, dude, wake up, breathe, dude, like. So hopefully tonight be better than last night. Hopefully the breast milk is like helping. He ain't at an age right now where he can, blow his nose for me. And he's always been a kid to block when I like try to blow in his mouth and have it come out his nose and stuff like that. I mean, it worked one time today, but I only tried it one time. But yeah, he blocked that. I could do it real easy with Gavin, but that is something he do not like. Nose free is scared the crap out of me. Like, they're not like. I mean, but even still, I'm not like sucking the mucus. I'm more so blowing in his mouth. Yeah, sometimes it may hit me on the cheek, or I definitely used to get hit on the cheek with Gavin. But I can take that more than like I was literally thinking about today. Like, what if somebody accidentally like you sucking so hard you suck the mucus out their nose? I mean, all the way up the tube to your mouth. Like, whew. Oh, that's nasty. If you don't know what a nose free is, it's like. It's a tube, and you put it's like a little tube, and you put the one end of it into your child's nose, or I guess wherever you're trying to suck some stuff out, like, mucus, maybe in their mouth or something like that. I don't know. And then, but definitely in their nose. And then you, like, I guess, suck the other end or whatever, and it's supposed to, get the mucus out. Also, how do you clean that thing? Like, that is just, I don't know. All of it, just thinking about the whole thing just freaks me out. Like, and I'm not really easily grossed out because I feel like I've been around a lot of stuff. I worked in a hospital, and I just feel like that speaks for itself, like. I worked on a patient floor, so I didn't really like see surgery or anything like that, but still witnessed some pretty gross things to the average person, but for me it was like normal because that was the line of work I was in. 2 stories, I'm tell y'all now. I just thought about it. So one time, I felt bad, man. It was like I worked on an infectious disease floor when I worked in this hospital, and so literally you came into contact with, or you could have potentially come into contact with all type of stuff. I'm sure I would have had a lot of COVID patients on my floor had I still been at everybody, because obviously, spacing was scarce in hospitals at one point in time, but it was an infectious disease floor. So literally anybody like that came in that had any sort of something that could be, transmitted to somebody else through any sort of avenue, we had them on our floor. And didn't matter what their actual medical condition was. Like some people who like had MRSA or whatever, I'm gonna say active MRSA. Don't get me if that's not the actual term for it, because we all have MRSA in our body, but it just I don't know what activates it for us to make it a problem for you or whatever. But I did learn that in the hospital that we all do have some sort of MRSA within our system. Anywho, like I can remember patients who had MRSA or whatever like that, but that's not what they came in for, you know what I'm saying? But because they had MRSA, they had to come to our floor, and then, their doctors would come and see them on our floor. So yeah, one time we had somebody who could have possibly had TB, tuberculosis, and they had to be like in a negative airflow room or something like that. So you like had to. Most of our rooms had, well, that room in particular, it was like a single room, and then it had 2 doors, so you had to close one door and then wait for that, the thing to work, and then open the other door or whatever. But yeah, I don't think the person ended up having TB. It was just like it was a scare or whatever. But I think I ended up having to get a TB shot. Y'all see, I be going on tangents. I ended up having to get a TB shot when I think when I worked there, like it was a requirement. And I had to get the flu vaccine, which I don't typically get, but I did get it because it was a requirement of employment or whatever. But what else was I gonna tell y'all? So, and telling you all of that, just all the things that we come in contact with. So this older lady, I don't know what she was actually there for, but she, they said that she had bed bugs, okay, wherever she stayed or whatever, and that they were crawling on her or whatever when the ambulance picked her up or whatever. But I never saw them when she was there and stuff. But when you, the PPE, the personal protective equipment, I think that's what the first personal, it's been a while. But the PPE that you had to wear if somebody had bed bugs was a bunny suit. You had to wear footies, a bunny suit. So, I mean, the whole, like, little, to see people in hazmat suits or whatever, them little white suits are typical of what somebody would wear if they went in a room with somebody who's having a C-section, like their partner or whatever, what they would wear. Full body gown, okay? Footies, gloves, and like a head, a bonnet, and then a mask, of course. Like you had to wear all of that. And I did, like, for people who, I mean, not all of our patients we were a liver disease floor / infectious disease. So we did mostly get liver disease patients or whatever, which was really sad because, man, like they would just have a whole bunch of fluid buildup on them, and they would be have really bad jaundice, like yellow. I mean, everything yellow or whatever. And most of the time they would come in because I don't know if they probably always like waiting on a liver transplant or something like that, or waiting for, or getting liver treatment or whatever. But they would just have like buildup where, I forget what you call it, what you give people to make them like lose fluid or whatever, but make them use the bathroom a lot. And then like if it was really bad, they had to like come and drain, like the doctors would have to come and drain fluid off them. And I mean, like the canisters of like fluid that had to get drained off people was insane, like insane. And you would see the same people over and over again because, liver disease is something that is not like, not like a one and done, like you got to get a new liver for you not to have it anymore, unless, I guess, if whatever treatment they're giving you could possibly work. But man, liver failure disease is not a good thing. But yeah, and even witnessed somebody who passed away from it. He was I think it was this guy, if I'm thinking correctly. He was a really cool dude, man. I was sad to see him go, man. But yeah, he coded and they weren't able to bring him back. Anywho, so I had to tell y'all about the bed bug lady. And then, when I was in a nursing home, so I also worked at a nursing home before I stopped really working at the nursing homes. I mean, I kind of did them like third shift. That's where I like dibbled and dabbled, tried to work third shift. It did not work out for you, girl. I also worked third shift at IHOP, and like I have this picture. I probably won't be able to find it and won't remember to find it, even if I did find it. But even if I could find it. But they got a picture of me like I was like sleep in a booth or whatever at some point during the night or whatever. Because I would try to work, especially on Sundays. Sundays was like a really good tip day or whatever. And so I would work Saturday night into Sunday afternoon or whatever. Y'all, I would be tired. You hear me? And then ain't no telling, like, probably was up most of Saturday because, I had a young kid or whatever. So Gavin was pretty young when I was working at IHOP. So I doubt if I was able to take a nap during the day. But anywho, I was working at the daggone nursing home. Y'all just be getting lost in these tangents. It's ridiculous. Okay, so I was working at the nursing home, and when I came, for this particular one that I was working at, when I came in, you know, I would fill up the ice cups for all the residents and stuff like that. And I went in this one room, and this person had passed away. Ain't nobody tell me, okay? I'm pretty sure nobody told me, because I don't think I would have. I mean, I probably would have went in there to be nosy, but because they, you know, nobody, the ambulance or anything, nobody had came and got him or anything like that. He was just sitting in the bed dead, man. It was crazy. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't know. I found out later, clearly. But, yeah, I just thought, I mean, I just figured he was asleep. Like, and I went in there and got his cup and filled it up and then realized, like, well, okay, he ain't gonna need that. But, like, why didn't nobody tell me? Like, they let me go in that room. I think his roommate told me, I think. And I think his roommate said, well, he's not going to need that. And I'm like, well, why not? You know, and he's like, because he's dead. I'm like, hey, nursing homes, like, them residents be funny. And that's what I was saying was, nursing homes was funny, man. Two of my favorite residents, their middle names, well, no, their first names were Eugene. And that's why Gavin's middle name is Eugene. Which perfectly aligned because I wanted my kids to have something of my grandmother or what have you. Her middle name was Jean. And since I had Gavin, because if I had a girl, I was gonna name her Bella Jean. Like, Bella Jean. But I ended up having Gavin, a boy, which I was totally fine with, and you know, I just really fully believe that God knows what you need. And I'm very thankful that I have boys, and yeah. So I end up but both of their middle names are something like Gene. I thought I was gonna call Gavin Gene, but I ain't did that. I'll call him Gavin, and I'll wear it out. You know, people say, like, man, you can call Gavin's name like 50 million times. I have this thing about calling people by their real name. Like, once I find, like, I'll go along with a nickname, but once I find out your real name, I'm going to call you by your real name. I don't know why it is. And I'm surprised that, I mean, I call Gavin, I probably called him more so online. Like, if I posted anything about him, like the Gavster, Gavinator, Gavman. And therefore, people still call him like the Gavster and Gavinator or whatever. G. My sister calls him G baby. Call him G because his initials is GEE. So G. And then the Bubby's middle name is Jean. Just Jean. Yeah, so, but anywho, nursing homes was funny. I had this one dude, he was like on the dementia floor because he wasn't, like, there were some people that like reset, like there was a lady, she reset like every 5 minutes. It was crazy. So, meaning like her memory, she would lose her memory like every 5 seconds, and like, we would just like, you know, give her facts about her life to kind of just help jog her memory, and she would remember, but then she'd forget, and she'd be, I mean, literally like almost every 5 minutes she'd be like, well, who are you? Like, and we would pretend like I was her daughter or something like that, or like everybody, like, oh, you know, we'd be like, oh, she'd be like, what's your name? And I'd be like, I'd say her daughter's name, and she'd be like, oh, she's like, well, what's your last name? And I'd say her last name, and she'd be like, well, what's your mama's name, or what's your grandmama's name, or something like that. And then she put the dots together. She's like, oh, well, we family, like, you my daughter, or something like that, you know. But just to kind of help her remember and stuff like that. But there was this other guy. I don't know how often he reset though, because it wasn't often, but he was a flirt. They all was nasty old men up in there, okay? Flirts, everything. It was ridiculous. Like, he was bad, okay? It was just so funny. He had no teeth. He just this older black man or whatever. And he was just hilarious. Oh gosh. I miss those people. It's been a while. I mean, Gavin's 10. I probably was doing that. I was doing that while, was I pregnant with Gavin? I think I was. No. Maybe I worked there before I got pregnant with him. This particular one that I'm thinking about. And then I worked at this other one where I met my good friend. And we still talk about this to this day, because when I first met her, she had just started working there. I had been working there for a while, but this one day I just could not function. Like, I couldn't do it. I was sick. And I was like in my first trimester of being pregnant with Gavin. They just let me go in this empty room on the back of our unit, and they just did all the work or whatever for me. And I was just so grateful. I even I got sick in the bathroom and pulled the call light, and she came back there. And she was just like, just shaking her head or whatever. But has loved Gavin ever since. Like, and we don't even, that's the thing. I love like the people in my life. Like, even though we don't like talk often, we are all still cool. Like, it's like we never miss a beat when we get together. Like, and I just am so grateful that they don't hold it against me like that. And I don't hold it against them. We all live busy lives, man. You know what I'm saying? We got things going on. And it's, one of the things where, like, if you move from a job, like, you got best friends at work or whatever, but then if you move from a job, it's like y'all may not hang out as much anymore. And so, but I still keep in contact with folks, and, anywho. All right, I'm gonna peace out because I'm done eating, and yeah. And I could just sit on here and ramble, and y'all know I can. So I'm peace out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook. Interact with us, because we do like to hear from you. And subscribe to the channel. Go and subscribe. Hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.